The problem the teacher I interviewed faces is that she tends to see ESL students struggle with reading and writing. She also struggles in finding ways for other content area teachers to assess their students when writing and reading as well. ESL students are somewhat difficult to teach due to the fact that they already have a first language foundation, and usually interfere. This teacher teaches students in grades kindergarten through third grade, and they are ESL students. The curriculum alignment with standards that I use it aligns with Common Core standards by using RL 3.4, in which students will be able to determine the meaning of words and phrases as they are used in a text, distinguishing literal from non literal language. Students will also be able to articulate and set personal learning goals, develop strategies, leveraging technology to achieve them, and reflect on the learning process itself to improve learning outcomes which come from the IST Student Standards 1.1.A. The first technology tool I opted for is Quizlet. Quizlet is an easy access tool, online tool that can be used to jot down vocabulary and have students practice with it. There are games that can be used with it, there's quizzes, and just so many areas in which students can practice and also be assessed. The second tool I opted for is Podomatic. So these include podcasts, which can be recorded by the teacher or even students. Teachers can use them to prepare a lesson and use it before they review the lesson, and then have students listen to them to kind of get an idea of what will be taught in the class. The third tool I opted for was Smart Exchange. This is a great online tool because teachers can go on there and download the different lesson plans that are available for different um, areas, content areas. And so they can go in and kind of see what students are needing and just download those lesson plans and adjust them to according to what their students are needing or even the levels. The activities I would prepare is to first have Quizlet. The teacher would prepare a set of vocabulary words that will help students with the lesson and have them review them. They can have those games on Quizlet and practice as long as they need them, and then and in the end use them to see where they're at with their vocabulary. Second, they would use podcasts to listen to and help them understand the lesson. So the teacher would create a podcast according to what the lesson is, and then have students listen to them and have a better background of what will be taught. And the third activity that I have prepared would be to do Smart Exchange. Students will read from the passages provided in the lesson, and then teachers will individually meet with each one and have them read and give feedback on what they read, and this is how teachers will assess them. For the assessing part, the teacher will listen to the student read and will evaluate how they are improving and what they are able to understand from the reading. So, in the rubric that I provided, the student will accurately describe what has happened in the story and will try to predict what will happen next. And then they will also stop reading when it doesn't make sense and read the parts again if needed. The student will also be able to read the entire period. This will be independent reading for each of them and will help them practice their reading as well. For the writing assessing, the teacher will assess students according to how they are improving in their writing. She will not grade according to their mistakes. So, with the writing, they will have to focus on the topic. There is one clear, well focused topic, and the main standards are stands out and is supported by detailed information. They will also be graded according to their sources. Their sources will be quotes and facts that are credited to the proper person and cited correctly. They will also be graded according to their sequencing. Are their details placed in logical order, and in this way are presented in an effective way that keeps the reader interested? The teacher I interviewed is trained to work in different areas of teaching, and she not only modifies but also provides extra support in different subjects and helps students learn a language while also helping them in different subjects. Each of the tools will help provide support while assessing their levels of achievement. Her assessment will be based on if the student is improving and not only on how many mistakes they make. She has to grade their growth and their learning process needed to show improvement.